340 Sulfur auf einer weißen T7-Map. Wow, jetzt ist einfach mein Elderfeld weg. Keine Elder mehr da. What the fuck? Einfach die Elder-Dinger weg.
Beipackt. Hm. Ja, wir können ihn ja auf die Schnauze hauen.
Aber kann doch irgendwie alles nicht so ganz hinhauen, oder? Ja, hab jetzt gerade mal aus Langeweile halt Standard geguckt. Alle Stage, die ich auf Standard habe, zusammen. Sollen angeblich 37.400 Chaos sein. Nee, aber Taste of Hate, Saphir-Flas, soll angeblich 4.000 Chaos sein. Ja, komisch. Also die bannen jetzt gerade bei mir, ne? Ich glaube, das geht nicht mehr mit diesem Elder. Mein Elderfeld ist weg. Aufgelöst. Schon, schon ein bisschen blöd, ne? Icke,
Nee,
hattest du noch rote Kriegel zu verkaufen?
gerade nicht, ne.
Danke.
Ja.
Du benutzt sie selber, ne? Muss ich mir welche besorgen. Muss ja die 16er jetzt wegmachen. Ja, richtig. Nein. Wahrscheinlichkeit ist aber, ja gut, es könnte eventuell, aber die Wahrscheinlichkeit ist sehr, sehr gering. Mich meistenfalls kommt die Dinge. Shape nicht. Nice. Ja. Ähm, wenn du willst du gleich eine T16 den Endboss machen? Fürs Fragment? Ja. Ich kann nicht. Ich habe da rausgemacht. Damit ich eventuell Dings droppe. Jetzt, wenn ich die 16er laufe, dass ich eventuell Sitemap bekomme. Ja, jetzt geht's los. Ja.
And Rain almost down to 9 health. The follow-up will get him. I mean, we talked about it. The utility usage absolutely off the charts for this team. 4-3 now. They still have some pistols, but no armor there on Astralis. That might be the saving grace here for FaZe.
What more could you ask for if you were Astralis out of that nade stack? 2 kills coming from it. And FaZe, that's got to put him on notice. You could see Nico just glancing behind him, watching the flank. Dupree's going to have some information. Will try not to stick around for that fight for good reason as well. Lack of armor preventing him from taking those duels, and FaZe still with a good chance of recovering, but If Astralis get this read, it can get very difficult. 2 players at the B bomb site for the defense, and Device staying in this smoke in middle. He's just trying to hear something.
The path that they took to the B bomb side as well, if it had been a B rush from FaZe, the grenades would have been there anyway, so it kind of has a double effect almost, making it that the path. 40 seconds now, and they need to commit to a bomb site here. They can't take any extended fights. Once it goes down below 20 seconds is when it gets really scary. Magus killed the Deagle, not going to get the first shot. There is a grenade up from the apartments, and he heard as well. He definitely knows somebody's coming. 25 seconds, and they're going to get the opening kills. That's all they needed. A good job here on FaZe, recovering the round, and now they just need to hold on while the bomb is going down. Bit of a tapping, actually, and almost through the smoke. Nico was 1 bullet away, but still 1-on-2 for Glaive, and a scary round here for FaZe, but they look to be making it through.
This is very, very good for Astralis. Costly round. Glaive's going to go down here. Not bad from Astralis, not investing in the armor, just the utility and the pistols. Still plenty of cash left, but FaZe kind of survive a scary one. That was, what, a 3-on-4 at one point?
Yeah.
Almost get turned upon.
Yeah, if Magus could have hit one of those Deagle shots as they were coming through, that's the big opening.
You can see it's fun watching the theory in his play. He always has like the next fight he's going to take. He knows exactly where to go, exactly where to look next, exactly where FaZe is going to progress up catwalk. Just great entries once contact was eventually made onto that B bomb site. So FaZe survive a scare, and this should be much easier. Just the USPs. It's a P250 on Magisk as well. Utility usage coming out for FaZe. Trying to force back any of those stacks. Actually, Rain takes a good dink right at the start, down to 49 HP.
Should be around where they could farm up a little bit, catch their breath. We talk about this all the time with Astralis, that most of the rounds where they have even a little bit, you have to fight for them. You might be winning them, but all the time it's going to be like a 3v3, 2v2. You have to struggle to get everything on the board, and it can wear you down over the course of a 3-on-3, sorry, best of 3 like this, just knowing that you have to battle the whole way through.
Oh, Guardian wants this fight with the MAC-10. That smoke is going to block him off. I think he knows there's some players on the other side. He hears the spam. There's a free one. Glaive right around the edge. Trying to get a little bit sneaky. Nice timing on the Molotov as well as the smoke clears, and Guardian would love to farm this up. The Opper making so much money early on would be phenomenal for FaZe, and look at this. The rest of the FaZe clan Snake, Nico and Rain coming around towards A ramp. They want to pinch this bomb site. Bait and switch could work out. There's 3 players here in a triangle, and Dupree with a double kill. Gonna hold him off for the moment.
So difficult to do with the USP. It's really not meant for that kind of a fight when you don't have any armor either. 3-on-3 now, 35 seconds, and they should be able to adjust this rather nicely. Good shot from Nico, taking down Device. And it's going to be 2-on-3, and they're actually bringing the bomb back. I would say that's a bit scary if there was anyone at B with the low time that's left, but they cleaned it up just fine. Olofmeister holding catwalk, and they're going to be able to win it. So just a good recovery once again from FaZe, but now is the first serious test here, as Astralis are going to be picking up all of the rifles.
And that's kind of scary considering how both of these rounds went. I mean, that round almost nothing was actually invested in by Astralis, but you can see their decision making in the middle portions of these rounds when they have the information. If they get just a little bit of time, that's a very impromptu triangles they set up. Base of the stairs after the bait and switch over towards jungle, and then all the way back in CT spawn. And that's just done based on the knowledge and taking a risk considering you have nothing to lose. So FaZe have to be careful not to telegraph moving forward. Device gonna go for a timing. I think he's waiting, he's paused, and there it is. It's a missed opportunity. He's got no armor, so pretty risky to stay in that window.
It's a very aggressive move here towards the A ramp, but they do have 2 people, even a third one behind, covering in case there was some sort of waterfall play coming out of the apartments. That doesn't really seem to be happening right now, but FaZe have slowly got some mid control, and they'll probably take that. In fact, Rain has made his way really far in.
Nico isn't going to fall prey to Glaive's aggression. The tough part is the shadow shows that walk. So Nico's got to be careful, not giving away any part of the game. Just a default from FaZe as Olaf takes B halls, watching for any aggression on his own. Rain starting to clear out underpass, going to wait for Olofmeister before taking mid. This is lining up to be a split coming up connector. How aggressive Rain and Olaf want to be. 3 flashbangs, 2 smokes to work with, and the AWP is actually rotated to the B bomb site, so they don't have to worry about Device for the moment.
Its position from Rain is so powerful, almost no matter what. If they need him, he can come in maybe and shoot someone in the back, but if they win the early fight, then he's going to stop anyone from rotating in from B, and that works as well. Guardian does see just the edge of a player there. 30 seconds left. They have to commit to it. Again, they're very low on time right here, which I think is worrying sign potentially. Nico's going to be going down, and that smoke is blocking them. Perfect grenade there to stop anyone coming out of the ramp, but it's raining Olaf to reopen the bomb site now. 19 seconds, edging his way through Megis. That is perfect timing. One player left for the bomb here. If he drops the Glaive, they might just run out of time, and Glaive is going to get the shot. 10 seconds now. Dupree in CT spawn, the only one to hold it.
The bomb's dropped. They can't get the bomb site in time. Dupree just has to save. And, oh, there's no way. Oh, they just got it.
In the last millisecond, they put down that bomb. Dupree, he knew he had to stay hidden. There was a very good chance that would never work. Now, how does he get back into this one? They have a Molotov as well.
Oh my
Grenade
God.
can land on him. Spray right through, taking down Glaive. Oh, sorry, Ray, not bad at all. And now going to follow up. He has no smoke. This is incredibly tricky, and he's going to tap the bomb, just holding it down. Olaf waiting on the other side. One more second, and Dupree's going to get the shot, and he should have the time as well for the defuse. A 1-on-2 early on to get Astralis on the board. That is just very difficult to do.
I cannot believe the bomb went down in such a short time, and Dupree even getting off it with barely enough time for the defuse. Oh my God, that is a huge clutch for Dupree to win, but it's still so tough. Nice spam shot. This is a round. Astralis wins the first gun round, one player surviving, so the economy is still just destroyed. That's why we have a tactical timeout here by the Danes, as they need to talk things over. If they get reset here, that's so harsh. What a beautiful smoke for Magis to drop. You can see, even though he gets one and he's killed afterwards, even though FaZe eventually make their way to the bomb site, how close that was. Magis almost won that with just utility.
And then walking through the smoke afterwards, actually, I think that's one of the spicy components that Astralis haven't always had before Magisk, but he brings that to the team and definitely did I think that alone almost won the round.
Well, listen, I think of this round, that round is completely different. The fact that that smoke goes down on A ramp at that time means Nico is the one who has to kind of initiate the action from Palace, or he has to try and get something done. If they had had Nico alive in that position for the post plant, or to help them get into the bomb site, much less costly, then it's a different ball game. But what a recovery from Astralis. They still have to be a little worried. 1-3, no money left in the bank. And they must have this round.
Yeah, but otherwise they're going to be
mad.
pistols, and FaZe will suddenly get a very big lead early on in the first half here. They're setting up for another felt some sort of weakness here, but there's 4 people gravitating on the Danish side here towards that A bomb side. This should be a very strong defense. Another smoke goes up, and Nico's thinking about it on the other side, edging his way through. Sip and Dupree opening up and taking down Carrigan and Rain, and now it's almost done. Glaive just hiding inside, and as he comes back out, I can't believe they've missed each other so many times inside of the smoke, and Nico finally going to be going down. That's a bit of a victory. Let's see if they can recover this one. It's not impossible.
That's a huge victory, because it's going to spread the defense a little bit thin. You can see they're kind of confused in the rotation on the minimap. Those blue dots just don't know where to go. So a couple players had some missed seconds where someone like Olaf could have gotten into a great position to pick a player off rotating back. 3-on-4 still doable and can still be very, very costly for the Astralis side, as Nico with the bomb works his way towards ramp. Looks like he wants to do it all. Guardian's going to be sent away to make some kind of a fake happen. 40 seconds on the clock. I don't know if this is going to be a B-fake or if he's going to meet up with Olaf Meister and try and pinch up Connector. This is going to be tough either way.
I mean, faking in a 3-on-4 when you're the team with a man down is so hard to do. How do you make them believe that anything's happening on that other side? They are going to group up instead, but once again, this is what, 5 rounds back to back where all of them are going to be low on time when they actually make it play. 5 rounds in here, 19 seconds, and Sip is going to call it. Olaf is down, and I think that is the end of the round here for FaZe. They might even think about maybe saving a little bit if they can.
Once that smoke goes up, Guardian just bails out, and that's exactly what's happening. FaZe gets stalled out. A lot of that conversation around Nico being the endgame leader, the switch in the middle of the tournament when they go down 0-2. Guardian's going to get caught. What a leap down. What a bold play from Zipnix, and he's going to find it. That's 4 players surviving. Astralis have got their feet underneath them, and now it gets so much more difficult for FaZe. The missed opportunity to reset. Guardian being punished economically. I imagine this could be a buy out of FaZe here.
Would you be mad, Moses, if that was you, if that was Guardian, and if you were Guardian in the underpass? I'd be a little bit mad. I'd be like, if I wait, he's dead.
Yeah, not a lasting mad.
No, but
you would be a little bit frustrated in the moment.
Just slightly. So, Astralis avoiding the eco death at the moment, making sure that they don't immediately lose everything, which is always good. It's a bit of a test early on when you're on the CT side. Now that they have the rifle and a lot of utility, we'll see what FaZe can do to break it. There's been a lot of emphasis on the A bomb site when they've been having the rifles here for FaZe.
More worrisome to me, you mentioned it in that round, is how low the clock is getting in some of these rounds for FaZe. That makes you really, really worried about the play calling coming out, that each and every round so far has been that kind of down to the wire. Timeout ending for FaZe. If they choose to buy in this round upcoming and challenge, that's going to really worry me, because that's a chance for Astralis to springboard into just that never-ending amount of HE grenades, Molotov smokes. If they're able to win that, especially solid, then it's kind of all downhill for FaZe from there. Extended pause, small tech issue as we work through it, but this has started out pretty well. That
Microphone
pre-clutch
muted.
was